expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to Boca Soul, featuring Calypso. Brought to you by the Calypso Shah Spiritual Center in Boca Raton. Specializing in past lives readings, astrology, plus energy healing, event planning, and more. Calypso Spiritual Center, where you discover the beauty of your soul. Call 561-808-9180 to make your appointment. And now, here's today's Boca Soul.
Good afternoon and welcome to Boca Soul Radio. I'm Ariella and I will be interviewing Calypso Shah and my friend and coworker Martha. We have a lot planned for today. We're so excited because we've been doing our show on Sundays at 1 and we just switched to Fridays, and we're hoping to collect more listeners and share our knowledge and wisdom with as many people as we can. And today we want to start with a little bit about our center, because now that we're new on Fridays, people need to know what we're about, right?
Yay.
Exactly. That's awesome.
Well,
So-
I think we are three very energetic women, right?
Exactly.
Show the energy, yalla. Okay.
We are all fire signs. If anyone knows anything about astrology, we are Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, coming in with independence, fire, and a lot of energy.
Yes.
And we have a lot of synergy together. We agree on a lot, use our intuition, meditate together, and affirm, infinity walk, a lot of things going on right now. A lot of momentum going into our center. I started working with the beautiful Statlander family about 3 weeks ago, and I've just seen a kaboom in business, and we're getting new customers, and people are learning, and we're learning from them. We started with our Wednesday classes, which Calypso has been teaching.
Mm-hmm.
She does talks on relationships. She does small readings. She's just giving lectures and planning just beautiful wisdom. I'm learning so much.
Thank you.
We have a nice audience. We've been meeting so many great people. We started we have that class on Wednesdays at 7, and that's at our center, which is at 6885 Southwest 18th Street on Powerline and Southwest 18th Street, right next to Carrabba's. Good food. We like to eat there.
Food.
And
When you're done, you can go there.
I'm sorry.
When you're done, you can go there.
Yeah, exactly. You
course.
can go for dinner.
Yeah.
We're in a wonderful location up on top of the lake, so that brings a lot of good energy for everybody to come to our center.
Amazing energy.
It's beautiful. It reminds me of the Maldives. I was showing Calypso a picture of the gazebos on the blue water in the Maldives, and we're just like right over the water. It's like the building is floating there, and we have the most beautiful sunsets, nature, animals communicating with us.
All the time. Coming
All
and
the
talking to
time.
us. It's amazing.
So good energy, good energy. And so we have our Wednesday classes. Now we moved on. We had our first Monday class at 6 o'clock, and that went fantastic. We had new people, new faces, and
I think I'm sorry. I want to the class on Monday
Yes.
to tell them that is the meditation.
Yes.
Yes. So everybody gets together for the meditation. It was wonderful last
it
Monday.
really was. We started with the Infinity Walk, and Martha and Calypso are wizards at the Infinity Walk. They're reading the book on it right now and teaching everyone.
Yeah.
And we love the infinity symbolism. And then, so we did that for the first half, and then we moved on to the meditation, and I think people really loved the meditation. They came, we wanted to make it on a Monday, because Monday is the first day that everybody goes back to work, most people, and they need a way to learn how to de-stress throughout the week. So meditation, learning how to breathe and listen to your inner guidance was perfect.
It's perfect.
And so I think we're going to keep it Mondays at 6, so if you are welcome to join us. Come by the center and enjoy the energy. We're so busy right now. We have this huge momentum going with our business.
I just want to say something about the meditation thing. It is a technique that we put together basically with the Infinity Walk and affirmation and the meditation. And the result was amazing. I think it's the combination of three of them. And we're doing it early because we want to have some sun, because we're doing it outside.
Yes, we had the fresh air and the lake and the...
And we walk there and we embarrass ourselves walking around the and we ate white so nobody will see us, but people just were amazed. And we want people to come, and we want to teach it, and we will teach it as well in the radio. We'll explain how to do it so more and more people will do it.
Yeah, well, we started with our Infinity Walk where we used the affirmation. And Martha, would you like to tell everyone about our 72 cards of God, which we use for our Infinity Walk?
Calypso has this part of what she does also in her readings is the 72 cards names of God. So this is a deck card. Some people ask what Calypso does, and people might think that she does tarot, but this is not actually a tarot deck. And everybody picks a card, and it has a name. This is based on the Bible, and it's in Hebrew.
Yes.
Which Calypso is from Israel, so that's her first language, so she understands perfectly about it.
I understand everything.
And so each person takes a card, and the card, it's the word of God, and it symbolizes and it says something. And once each person takes the card, so it's more like a luck, you take the card, you don't know what you're getting, but this is how the universe and the energy works. You get the card that it means something for you at that moment.
Yeah, it's usually not only for you. If you do it in group, it's actually what it works for everybody.
Exactly.
Because what we do, each one read his own card, and it's funny because like everybody agree in the end that they had to listen to this to the rest of the cards, but this specific one was always accurate. So this is like, and it's telling you about about what you need to address that day, because you cannot take it the next day and it will be something else, but this day you need to address something.
For instance,
like
the card I picked, remember I was saying I needed more free time, I needed more time, and my card said you need to appreciate the time you have now because everything is happening perfectly. And I said, okay, no, maybe free time is not good for me right now. I will enjoy what I have and enjoy the busyness of my schedule.
Yeah, and we had the meditation, like three of us, and then I got this message to have the word Aleph Lamed Daled as tattoo, and I went 2 days after I did it, so I don't know, you can see it? Yeah, you can see it. Okay,
Her
you
new
see
tattoo.
it? Now, I don't promote tattoos, but I think each one of us need protection. So
And Aleph Lamed
Aleph Lamed Daled
is
for protection against
for Hebrew letters.
Hebrew letters. Aleph Lamed Daled. Okay. So I'm saying to people, take jewelry with a word or something can protect you. Do, affirmation. Write something. Put in your purse. Think about light around yourself, or etc.
Exactly. And now that you're there on camera, you can tell people what your jewelry you have on.
Okay, so this is actually citrine, and this is a crystal that is connected to the angel Gabriel, which we found the last time that is very connected to me and to talk, is connected to communication, which we need because we are up to start talking to many people and teaching, and you will tell everybody about all the rest of our activity, but since I put it, prosperity start coming. I'm serious. It's and I have one in my hand. And guys, already if you know us, that we try to bring nature to us. We try to bring the crystals and flower. We have today the pink rose.
That's another symbol that we have today here.
Here.
And the rose relates to what we're going to cover today, our topic of the victim mentality.
Right. And we have this quartz.
We have the rose quartz. I'm trying to describe it a little bit for the audience who is on the radio. So rose, pink.
Pink
Rose,
pink.
small one. That's
Which I love so much.
actually cut it from my backyard. have a beautiful rose
Very nice.
So
bush.
nice.
So we brought it in. She's being taken on camera, which is very nice.
Can sit down.
And we
can hold
have
it next
we
to
have the rose quartz, so it's like a regular quartz, but the color itself it's pink. And any crystal we bring here, nothing is dyed. That's the real, actually true color
Right.
of this stone.
Right.
That's very important for people. Some people might think, it's just what you add the color on it. It essentially
No,
brings
it-
in
It
the
exists
color.
with this color was created.
Exactly.
And we have a
Document.
lot of different techniques to uplift our communication skills and get our message out. There's a few things that we like to do to prepare for our classes and workshops and radio show. We use our lavender oil, and we put it on our, well, I guess we have like a nerve system here, right?
You know, put it on your
On the
face,
tip.
wherever, because
Put your-
everywhere that you have the pulse is going to bring it and smell it.
Mm-hmm.
So it bring like this energy of lavender, of relaxing.
For people that haven't used essential oils before, I just want to do a little, because I know we talk about it, it's so easy for us, we use it every day, but some people maybe in the audience that are hearing us on the radio doesn't know. So you can use essential oils to help your emotional being
Right.
and also physical being. And how we using it, you just dab your fingers and rub your temples, and you can do it in the back of your neck, and you can do it in the inside of your wrists,
Right.
and just smell it. It's very good how you absorb the benefits for these essential oils. Very important. People might think that essential oil, this is all natural. It comes from the extraction of the plant, and it has a very powerful effect on our emotions, and it has been used for thousands of years.
It's true.
And we wanted to tell people in the audience, this is one of little pieces of knowledge we try to bring, and we want to help people out. And
So I just want to remind everyone that Calypso Shah is a past life reader. She has many skills, artistic abilities. She's making jewelry, crocheting, and when we come back from break, we will take callers to get her intuitive guidance. So stay tuned.
At Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, learn how your past lives are affecting your present experience in this planet. Calypso will read your past life's experiences and help you overcome personal issues, grow spiritually, and find inner peace. Call to schedule an appointment at 561-808-9108. Service provided by Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 561-808-9108. With a nationwide knowledge in the real estate market, Stefan Statlander will give you the best tools available in the market to make that real estate transaction a breeze. Buying, selling, renting, personal or commercial. Stefan is a broker associate and has the experience and reliability you have been looking for. Brokerage with Stateland Brown, LLC. Call to set up an appointment at 561-572-1911. Our community is growing every day, and our show streams through iHeartRadio to any place in the world. Don't lose the opportunity to advertise during our show. Call at 561-808-9108.
So we're back on Boca Soul radio show with Calypso, Martha, and me, Ariella. And I just wanted to remind everyone, we represent the Calypso Shah Spiritual Center. And there are so many ways to find us. First, we have the bocasoulcenter.com, www.bocasoulcenter.com. You can check out our website, find a bio of Calypso, and see what led her to this point in her life right now, helping her to reach out to so many people around the world. And you can check out, we used to have our show on Sundays at 1 p.m., and you can check out our old shows that were recorded here on our website. You can follow us on Twitter, and that's
Calypso Statlander.
Calypso Statlander.
Sorry, Calypso Statlander. That's in Twitter. That's her account. Where every day we're getting more and more followers, And so anything that you want to ask Calypso, you want to give some input, you want us to bring a new topic on this show, just give us a tweak.
And we invite our listeners to call up right now, 1-888-565-1470, 1-888-565-1470. We have so many questions we can answer. We love answering questions about career, self-empowerment, relationship advice. Calypso is very intuitive, highly intuitive. She gives the best guidance. She has the best guidance system. We love asking for her advice. She's helped me in so many ways. Relationship, health, any questions you have, give us a call and she can, talk to you. I think one of her strong points is she channels these amazing affirmations that can help you release negative programming within your thought patterns. So if you have a thought pattern from this life or a past life that is leading you in attracting things into your life that you don't like seeing and you want to change what you're receiving in your life, call us, 1-888-565-1470. She will love to give her intuitive guidance. And I would love to hear her because her advice, it's always meaningful to me. You can agree with that, right?
I mean, totally. She's a very intuitive person, and she has a lot of experience having so many readings. So she can definitely help anybody that has a question out there.
Yeah, I want just to say, on Wednesday, my daughter and her family came from Israel. So I'm really excited.
Close.
I'm very excited about it. And it was very funny because my grandson is 9. His name is Noam, and he's listening to us right now. And he's
I know him.
I know him.
Hello.
And he wanted me to give him a reading. He just from the moment he arrived, and the airport said, "Can you give me a reading? Can you give me a reading? Can you give me a spiritual thing?" So today we're doing, and it was very interesting because I was like, with a child it's a different thing, but I thought that he opened something that you might listen and understand how things work with me. So we were talking just randomly about coming to the apartment, and he said, "Oh, you come in the stairs." And then I was, "Oh, no, we have elevator." And then he told me that he's very nervous to go in the stairway. And immediately jumped to me when he said it, and he doesn't know why, so immediately jumped to me the memory that he was baby when it was second war in Israel. They call Lebanon second. And his mom, my daughter, had to go to the basement every time they put the alarm. So on one of these times, she actually tripped and twisted her leg. And obviously she was scared. It's like you hear the sirens, it's very scary, and you have to go down with a baby, like 2 or 3 floors, I don't remember which floor they were. And amazingly enough, this is really good example. He is scared from this kind of thing, and
Wow.
he can't remember it.
That's amazing, and I think this is a great story that you bring up today so people can understand how you do a reading and how people feel. Many people feel something that they don't understand what is it coming from, usually a fear.
Right.
And now you can see it with Noam, how this, he had no recollection of it, and you knew, you remind him about it, and then that feels, you feel safe once you know the information, kind of like you can let it go.
You can let go.
I love when you say, when your spirit hears the information, it's like you're sending a little message to your spirit and reminding them of a past experience, and the light bulb goes on. Oh, that's what happened. That's why I'm scared of staircases. And then you can clear that and be done. So now
I want to tell you guys, we have a call right now.
we're gonna take a caller.
We're gonna
First
take a caller. So this is
And here is Chris.
Hello.
hello. Welcome to
Hello.
our radio show, Boca Soul. What is your name?
That's Chris Kukuru. How are you?
Hi, Chris. How are you today?
Hello.
Good. Just calling. Love you guys' show.
Thank you.
I'm Martha's actually my wife, and she's been working for Calypso for for I don't know 6 months now, and it's just from working here. I know our relationship has gotten 100 times better. So whatever you're doing good.
Wow.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. I think this is great that you call and tell people because it's actually true. Our relationship is 100 times better now. It's the best it's ever been, and we've been married 7 years. So
Yeah, thank you very much. Your wife is the most lovely thing in the world. I just love her. She could be, I will adopt her. I adopt her.
You can have a big family.
I adopt everybody that I love.
Well, I did have a couple questions on you guys' topic there on the essential oils. I know I'm always looking for a magic pill. I have a high stress job and work on a boat, or a tugboat captain, and there's a lot of time, solitude, and a lot of a lot of stress out there on the water. Sometimes it's peaceful, but a lot of times it's stressful. I was wondering about the essential oils. What is good to have a calming effect?
Well, lavender is excellent because it has its power like to relax you and protect you. And I believe that most people today are very nervous because they feel unprotected. Now, the protection is not against people precisely, but there's a lot of energy and spirits and entities that surround us. So we feel them intuitively because everybody has intuition, but we don't really know. We don't acknowledge them, so we don't know what is going on. So the lavender address this and address the stress that you have, obviously, from working so hard and so many hours. So
Not to mention it has an invigorating scent that kind of just wakes you up, and there's no chemicals. It's all natural.
it's all natural.
So it's helping you without all the chemicals going into your system, into your brain, and just much healthier way of waking up
Now,
and de-stressing.
Are you all working with a specific company, or do you sell that at the center, or is it something that you
a brand of
that you
oils.
can,
No, just like essential
is
oils.
there something that you guys sell down there, or?
We will sell essential oils eventually as we open up. We're ordering a bunch of new products, but at the moment we go to Whole Foods. They have plenty of organic oils and products and nutrition
Right.
supplements.
The other thing,
Yeah,
Chris, is
I think that's a great thing. Martha's always spraying things around the house there, and that definitely has uplifts your mood, and I definitely noticed the effects. Yeah. But,
And we are
all right,
very
well,
excited to hear about your house because Martha is the feng shui specialist, and she's going to be talking about feng shui and how we can organize our furniture and just things around our house to declutter and move the energy around.
Yes,
Great.
I think Chris feels the benefits now. Do you?
tell us what you're doing, Marta.
No, it's definitely what is it, feng shui, or Martha's set up the house, and all the little things there definitely do have an effect on your day to day.
Martha was telling me that
I definitely do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Martha was telling me that the way you position your bed in the bedroom can be very significant for finding equality in your relationships and finding balance. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I will. I just want to say thank you, Chris, for calling. I appreciate your
All
good
right, well,
energy.
Thank you. For answering my
you.
questions,
And
Thank you.
see you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, so yes, one of the new spaces we're gonna open, during this radio show is I'm gonna bring just a little bit of information every time about feng shui. So feng shui, I just have it here. Try to be very concise on the words that I'm trying to use. So feng shui is a Chinese art of harmonizing the human existence with the surrounding environment. So it's how do you everything, we are made out of energy. Everything has energy, and if you arrange it on the correct way, the energy is gonna flow better, and you're gonna feel better, and you can actually target different areas in your life that you want to make prosper or grow.
You can benefit from the energy that exists there already.
Exactly. Oh, yes, exactly. So the term feng shui, it actually translates to wind and water. Why these two words is just energy moves like wind and water. So when you have good feng shui in your house, you not only feel welcome, but the energy is moving around, and there is many ways you can move the energy. One of the topics we were bringing today with Calypso, we're talking about bringing when we're always bringing topics within relationships.
Right.
And one of the things we were talking, it was very, coming throughout this week, is how do you feel like you are a victim, in your own life with your relationships. So let's bring this topic first, and then we kind of like discuss.
We will talk about that, but we do want to go to a commercial break. So after, we will talk more about feng shui and how we can use it to perfect the energy around your house to help with victim mentality. So call in, please, 1-888-565-1470, and we'll be back after this break.
At Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, learn how your past lives are affecting your present experience in this planet. Calypso will read your past life's experiences and help you overcome personal issues, grow spiritually, and find inner peace. Call to schedule an appointment at 561-808-9108. Service provided by Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 561-808-9108. With a nationwide knowledge in the real estate market, Stefan Statlander will give you the best tools available in the market to make that real estate transaction a breeze. Buying, selling, renting, personal or commercial. Stefan is a broker associate and has the experience and reliability you have been looking for. Brokerage with Stateland Brown, LLC. Call to set up an appointment at 561-572-1911. Our community is growing every day, and our show streams through iHeartRadio to any place in the world. Don't lose the opportunity to advertise during our show. Call at 561-808-9108.
Welcome back to Boca Soul Radio Show. We are here, Calypso, Martha, and me, Ariella, talking about all things spiritual. I wanted to remind everyone, all of our listeners, you can find us on bocasoulcenter.com. We also have a Twitter account, which you can check out at Boca Soul Show. That's how you can find us, at Boca Soul Show. You can follow us on Twitter. We're constantly, every day, we're posting a new inspirational quote that is meaningful. We're reminding you about our classes and workshops. And you can also check out our live streams from previous radio shows. Now, this Saturday, besides all of our fun workshops and everything going on at our center, we actually are going to the Holistic Expo and Healing Arts Festival in West Palm Beach. We're going to be giving a free lecture. So if you go to that, you can see Calypso, Stefan, Martha, me doing the whole spiritual talk, learning all of the wisdom. It's tomorrow, Saturday, July 12th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We'll be speaking at 4 p.m. for an hour. We have the stage. It's going to be like our class and our workshops. Very relaxing, lots of interesting information. And that's at the Palm Beach Convention Center. That's 650 Okeechobee Boulevard. And Calypso will also be doing readings, right?
Yes.
She'll be doing readings.
20 minutes readings.
20 minutes. And we wanted to remind everyone that if you do end up coming to our center, we have classes on Mondays at 6 and Wednesdays at 7. And we also do private readings with Calypso. Now, if you come to a private reading, if you bring 2 friends, you can get your reading for free. If you bring 2 friends for a reading with Calypso, you will get your reading free. And let me tell you, her readings are life-changing. I am lucky enough to work with Calypso, and she has helped me in amazing ways. And I'm so blessed to be around her, and it is worth every penny to see her. So,
I want to tell the audience that we have the Meetup account. If people are going to go in and see where we're having the classes, the groups, who's going. So we have a meetup account. It's called Calypso Sha Spiritual Center. And we also have a Facebook page, it's Calypso Sha Spiritual Center as well. You can find also this information in our website, bocasoulcenter.com. Oh, and also I'm sorry to hear Ariella has another event that we're going next week.
We have another event. We're like so busy. Like I said,
We run
so much
from
energy.
event to event.
Yeah, it's crazy. We have Cultural Thursdays at the Fountain Center, and it's Thursday, July 17th from 5 to 9 p.m. on Powerline and Camino intersection, Camino Real. And we'll be having, just like tomorrow, we're going to have a booth there. We're going to have handmade jewelry made by the one and only Calypso Sha. We have her
Thank you.
crocheted handbags, which have traveled all over the world with her because she's making them and collecting them, and she's finally ready to let the public own a piece of her art.
It's the first time I'm selling things, believe it or not. With all these years I didn't sell them. So it's the first time I'm selling all this stuff. So come enjoy my energy of letting go and
They
making
are
you.
beautiful,
Yeah.
and we love them. And the first time I saw them, I'm like, oh my God, it was, everybody wants to have them. Come on, sell them. So this is very important. As Ariel said, we're gonna be Ariel. I'm sorry, you always get cut up.
Ariel.
On Saturdays, we're gonna have Calypso is gonna do her readings. We're gonna have her crochet handbags, we have hats, we have many different items, and her healing jewelry as
And that's
well.
tomorrow at
That's
the
tomorrow.
Holistic Expo and Healing Arts Festival.
And you can hear
Ribbon.
me talking in front of all the crowd and cheer me because it's my first time talking in front of many people. But it will be all interesting things about past lifetime and the connection and how I put things together to help people actually.
Amazing.
Exactly. And for people that live here nearby Boca, so the next event is next Thursday, 17 is in the afternoon, so it's only from 5 p.m. till 9. I talked to Gina, she's the organizer of the event. So people that live in Boca Point, West Boca, North, Deerfield Beach, there's like the nearby neighborhoods. They can go to this. It's going to be more like an arts and crafts. They're going to have a lot of different artists. There's actually going to be another intuitive person doing tarot reading. And we are obviously going to have Calypso doing a small past life readings as well over there.
And if you want any more information, you check out our website, bocasoulcenter.com, and call us, 561-808-9108, to book a reading and find out any information about our upcoming classes and workshops and the expo we'll be going to and the products that we sell and the services that we offer. And now I wanted to start talking because I get to spend so much time with you girls and we have the best conversations, and we're planning this talk, and I want to hear from you guys. I mean, we talk about having a victim mentality, we talk about feng shui. I want to hear your thoughts and wisdom and opinions on victim mentality. So please enlighten us.
Yay! Okay, this is a big, big thing because I think most people on the planet actually suffer from this syndrome. I call it victim syndrome thing. Let's put it closer. Victim syndrome thing. So everybody suffers from it one way or another, a little bit more, a little bit less. And it's actually depend on your life. If you were abused verbally, physically in your childhood, obviously you will become, as a grown-up, with more victim thing. If a person had just little things, and everybody has something. Somebody doesn't like you, somebody says something to you that you don't like, father yell at you, there are so many things. But the thing is that I connected to past lifetime, because in the past of this world, it was so much abuse. There's so much abuse. There's so much abuse in the world, and it start from war and family abuse, and people didn't understand very well how to treat each other. Some were slaves, some were like, work for others, and nobody respect their their presence and stuff. So we carry a lot of this kind of feelings, all of us. We wanted to talk about relationship and a couple, and this kind of feeling of being like abused or victim. And we know that many times in a couple, somebody say, "Oh my God, my husband is always doing it to me. He's always doing this. He's always doing that, and he's forcing me to do this," or wife, vice versa. And when I hear this story, and I do this too, okay, guys, I'm not like above you. I always I listen to the story, and then I'm like, okay, what kind of responsibility you're taking in this relationship?
I think it's an excellent question to people, because people are always looking at their side of the story, but they are not looking onto the other side, which is you're responsible for this happening to you.
Right. Now, the responsibility is in different levels, and I want to tell this because this is very important. First of all, guys, that I believe that we chose to which family to come, right? We chose to which family we're going to come. So we chose basically the events, most of the events that will live in the first 18 years at least. Then it's already the conclusion of that. So if you're in a very abusive family or situation, you need to look inside and see, I chose it. Now, I'm not saying it's fine. I'm not saying that somebody is abusing us is okay. Like somebody say, you know what, I abuse you. You chose me, I can abuse you as well. But I'm saying that the first thing that I think that teach people and make them change is when they start taking responsibility for whatever is going on in their life. They made a choice in certain time in their life, and the life is the spirit, and now they come and they have to live things.
Exactly. I want to clear with the audience something that you say that is very powerful and important to us, and my people doesn't understand or hasn't heard about this before, is how we choose our parents before we come here,
right,
into this planet.
So why we chose them, this is the next thing. Why we are going to choose somebody that will abuse us, for God's sake? Who wants to have somebody abusive? We want fun, right? No, that's not right. Okay. So the spirit, before it comes to the new life, it wants to work on something. There is a goal, there is a mission to do, they're fixing, they're clearing, and the spirit wants to relieve something, so to remember. So like, we gave this example in the past, if you remember, Marta. If you have like lung cancer or pancreas,
yes,
this is the worst because you don't feel them until it's too late, right? So if you want to work on abuse, and nobody's abusing you, why you will work on it? Why you will clear it out of your system? You will not.
exactly. Right? So you need to live it, to live that experience.
Exactly. So to actually work on it and clear it out of your system, you really need to relieve it in a certain way, one way or another. And it's a good example, for example, about love. I came to life in a community, in a situation that I didn't get much love. Community was very busy building Israel. They believe that it's spoiling to give too much love, etc. Okay, so I grew up with a feeling that nobody loves me. True or false, it doesn't matter. That's what I felt. So when I grew up, I was trying to find love in all kind of ways. You trying to find an husband and doing all kind of things until you get to a point where you feel like nobody's giving me really the love. And then I started thinking and learning, and I found out that you need to learn how to love yourself.
That's an excellent. The first thing you gotta do. So you gotta love yourself and feel connected and learn about you.
Right, but this is very hard because most of us come with we have different image of ourselves. Like I remember looking in a mirror as a child, and I didn't like myself. It's like almost I remember myself looking different, and I know that many kids have the same thing. They look in a mirror, I'm like, this is not me. I don't like it, but like you remember something else from another life, and I know it very well because I hear people talking. Ask me a question.
I know that you have.
I need a question from Marta or Ariella.
Okay.
So it will bring it even more clear because I think you have this question in your mind, and I want you to ask.
I definitely have more to add to this, but I think we should go to another commercial break.
Okay.
And we want to invite callers to ask us about anything. If you feel like you're a victim or you know somebody who's affecting you because they feel like a victim, please call in 1-888-565-1470.
Excellent.
At Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, learn how your past lives are affecting your present experience in this planet. Calypso will read your past life's experiences and help you overcome personal issues, grow spiritually, and find inner peace. Call to schedule an appointment at 561-808-9108. Service provided by Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 561-808-9108. With a nationwide knowledge in the real estate market, Stefan Statlander will give you the best tools available in the market to make that real estate transaction a breeze. Buying, selling, renting, personal or commercial. Stefan is a broker associate and has the experience and reliability you have been looking for. Brokerage with State Land Brown, LLC. Call to set up an appointment at 561-572-1911. Our community is growing every day, and our show streams through iHeartRadio to any place in the world. Don't lose the opportunity to advertise during our show. Call at 561-808-9108.
We are here, Boca Soul Radio. It's a Friday afternoon, beautiful, sunny day. We would like to accept callers. Now, we just made a little deal. The first 3 callers, not related to us, get a free 20-minute session with Calypso. Free private reading at our center, not on air, but you can call and get intuitive guidance right now. 1-888-565-1470. And if you don't feel comfortable calling on the air, you can find us on Twitter or our website. Our Twitter account is at Boca Soul Show, and our website is Boca Soul Center. You can write in bocasoulcenter.com. You can write in your questions, comments, anything. If you want to just say hi to us. Now, on top of that, we have a deal where if you bring 2 friends in for a reading with Calypso, you will receive a free reading. We're offering 20-minute sessions tomorrow at the Health Expo. And of course, you can meet us in person at our classes on Mondays at 6 and Wednesdays at 7 at our center, 6885 Southwest 18th Street, and book an appointment with us, 561-808-9108. Now, we were talking about victim mentality and how it affects us. And I wanted to say, one way that we can resolve our victim mentality is, what comes to mind with me is when I hear people that are close to me talking about victim mentality, and they like to call it venting. When you talk to your friends and you vent all of your problems, this happened to me, that happened to me. But if people will just realize, if you just keep your mouth shut and meditate on the issue at hand and go within, then you can find your own answers, because when you're venting, you're getting influenced by the other person's reaction, and they don't always know what's best for you.
Well, not always. Okay, so if I'm angry now and I want to say that I'm angry, you are relaxed. So I start telling you, oh my God, this happened to me in the bank, and and my boss, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm getting you anxious because my energy is so anxious, you begin to feel it. Is it helpful? Can you help me really? Sometimes maybe you can say a word or two to help me, but usually you just get nervous as well.
Mm-hmm.
right?
So you're giving advice in a place that you're nervous. You're not at the highest point of guidance where your head is clear. You're also angry because you're listening to that situation.
Right, and more than that, like there is a way, like I can come and say, look, this and this happened to me, and I'm sharing it with you. Then you like going into like, or like this is like going on and on and on, and everything that happened is annoying. This is a victim thing, and I'm telling you this. I know this very closely from different people that I know in my life. Like this is a person that nothing is good enough. Everything is annoying, and everything bad is happening to them. Like they just step into the kitchen, the fork just poked me.
And everybody knows at least one person like this.
And yes, actually. So this is big, strong victim. Now, if you look into their childhood, you will see that they were abused. I mean, we really can see that there was abuse, verbal, physical. Children in school were bullying them. I mean, I'm not saying that this is not, it's coming, nothing is coming from nothing. When you act in certain ways because of something that happened to you, but you don't have to hold on to it for the rest of your life. So we talk about changing it. How do you change it? This is something I think Martha said to me just 2 weeks ago. We talked about how to clear, fear or anxiety or anything from your body. And she was saying every 7 months, the cells of your body change. If you can hold a mantra, a positive mantra that you can create for yourself for all this time, the cells of your body begin to hear this kind of positive, positive, positive. When the cells will change, the new ones will have already different mantra. They will have completely different mentality.
Exactly. That's how we were talking about it. So also linked to addictions. That's why addiction programs, people want to go 6 months, because it takes 6 months to, let's say, change all your skin, all your body, all your cells. Right. One of the things I wanted to talk about the victim mentality too. This is something I did with my son because he was getting kind of like out of hand a couple of years ago. He's young, but still, so I got into this program where this is more focused on kids, but then you learn how different people have different ways to control a situation. And one of the ways is playing a victim. So I will say, this is a very simple example for people to understand when a person becomes a victim to manipulate the environment. Right. So I will tell my son, clean up your room. Oh, my arms hurt. I'm sick. I'm tired. I can do this. So what is he doing? He's playing the victim mentality to get what he wants, to get that. What is that? Is not organizing or not doing or, what he's supposed to do.
Right.
So that's something very important when we're talking about people coming with these sad stories. What are they trying to accomplish with this? Maybe they're bringing it in a way where their victim is not really they're being a victim, but they're using this as a way to manipulate what they want to accomplish.
Well, you want many times we feel, and we learn it from very young age, because you come to your mother and like you cry and you're tired and you hurt or whatever, your mom immediately comfort you. Oh, mom, you're dead. So we got used from very young age that if we feel, poor, like you say in Hebrew, misken, like you, oh my God, then you'll get some response that is comforting. So many people will grow up to try to find it still in all kind of negative way, trying to get this attention that they got from the parents as kids. This is another way, because I'm saying there are all kind of layers of being victim. It's not only one.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So what he's doing is basically doing, like when he was crying and he was tired when he was baby, you immediately comfort him and you tell him don't do it.
Of course.
But now he's 6, for God's sake.
So yes, they get tired when, they play the victim. This is very common for everybody that has kids, people, or, in any type of relationship, you ask somebody something and that person is going to play the victim so they won't do that,
Well, actually with my grandson, Noam, again, I'll say his name because he's listening. So he was alone with me. His parents went to do some shopping and things, and he said to me, like, my brother and sister, they get something that I don't get. So I talked to him. I said, Noam, Isn't it a system, like a victim thing that you're playing now? Like he wants to listen so much, he wants to understand. You say, oh, oopsie, he kind of got it. I think we can teach definitely kids about it. I mean, this is my thing. I want to teach kids from as early as possible about all that, because I think it will take a lot of anger. Like, I know when I grew up and my parents were not this perfect parents I wanted, I was really angry. I was upset. Why I deserve it? Or maybe I don't deserve such good parents. Maybe something is so wrong with me that I don't deserve it. So it makes me mad. And as you grow up and you get into teenager and you like, your parents talk to you completely like, oh, whatever. She doing this, my father is doing that, forget about it, I don't want to be with them. The anger is growing even more. But if you understand, you chose them for a reason, you chose to be in this world, in this situation, now it's time for you to start changing and taking responsibility and building your life. And many teenagers, they don't take responsibility for anything. They will not pick up their underwear, like they will not do anything. And they're always upset with the parents.
And playing the victim, as we were saying.
Yeah.
Wanted to give a few tips about feng shui, how to help those people that are out there and they're actually feeling the victim, they're feeling the person. We're just gonna focus it because I just want to give few tips with your spouse. So maybe you always feel this other person, it's like overpowering your life, your decisions.
Right.
So the first thing you have to check your house and see how many of your things are in there and how many of that person. You might come into the closet and you see that other person overtook your closet. The closet is not half and half anymore. It's like 20% yours, 80% that other person.
Yeah.
So you're just setting up yourself into that trap. You kind of like have to put limits in your life.
It's actually an excellent idea. Because it happened, and usually women are the one that take over.
Yes.
So
yes. So
that's
that makes the other person unconsciously feel I don't have a space. That
Right.
my space is not as important as her space. So you kind of like give, and it is important to keep balance. One of the other things about the bed, we were discussing it about a lot of people share a bed, in your relationship, and then they have the bed towards a corner. So the person that is sleeping on the side of the wall is being victimized right there. You're putting yourself in that
he
position.
has the feeling like he is not as important as the other person.
Exactly. So you
He
want
has to kind of like climb around the
have
bed.
to jump
Yeah.
around the other person,
Yeah.
try to like go down on the corner so he can leave, like if he's going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So the first just couple of simple things you can do at your home is just make sure people are balanced in the amount of things you have. And on your bed, just keep that both people on the bed can access,
All right.
can come in and out of the bed very easily, comfortable, and there is each person has their own nightstand, their own light.
Everything equal.
Everything equal.
Balance.
And you see this on a magazine. I mean, you see a magazine when they're advertising furniture. They don't, when you see, a bed set for a couple, you don't see just one night table. It's
Right.
all you have two, and that's, it's a very simple way to just make it even
I think
and harmonize it.
And I think it's a very good idea.
So this concludes our show, Boca Soul Radio. Today, we will continue this next week on Friday at 2 p.m. Visit us on bocasoulcenter.com. Call us 561-808-9108 to schedule a reading or come to our many classes and workshops. We will be happy to meet you. And thank you for listening. This is Boca Soul Radio. Thank you, Calypso and Martha.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks for listening to Boca Soul, featuring Calypso. Brought to you by the Calypso Shah Spiritual Center in Boca Raton. Specializing in past lives readings, astrology, plus energy healing, event planning, and more. Calypso Spiritual Center, where you discover the beauty of your soul. Call 561-808-9180 to make your appointment. And tune in again next week for more Boca Soul. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.